plays them. We're like, all right, CN's got this.
Counter Logic Gaming gonna dethrone the #1 team in North America with the match win 2-1.
They lose, and we're like, hello?
Dignitas as a team is playing more as a unit. They're just finding their form right now.
The kick! Oh my goodness gracious! A double kill for the Dignitas jungler.
Dignitas is looking pretty good. If we're gonna win the split, we just need to improve, and we really need to focus on winning these matches.
It'd be great if we can go 2-0. That's my goal.
Welcome to the final week of the North American LCS Spring Split. The fates of many teams' postseason dreams rest on the results of this weekend. You saw Reaper, Smoothie, Contracts entering the studio, followed by Jensen just a short time ago. There's Special, the rest of Dignitas making their way into the arena as well. That's, of course, going to be the first series of the evening. Hello, everyone. I'm James Patterson, and fortifying the analyst desk with me today, Sam Kobe Hartman Kensler. Fortification engaged.
Here. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's approach the end of the split and take a look at the standings here. TSM start the week in first place. Cloud9, Phoenix 1 follow them in second and third. From 4th to 7th, we have CLG, Team Dignitas, FlyQuest, and Immortals all fighting for the final playoff spots, while the remaining teams battle to avoid the promotion tournament. We'll see whose efforts are rewarded, starting with our matches today. We start the day with Cloud9 facing Team Dignitas. After that, Moon and FlyQuest take to the stage against Acadian and Echo Fox. A couple big ones today. Now, it's the final week of the North American LCS, and every match has playoff implications. So we're going to get into the games, but before we do so, we'd like to review our tiebreaker rules. If at the end of the weekend, two teams have the same match record, there are two rules we will use to break that before heading into a tiebreaker game. The first of which is head-to-head record. If the teams remain tied, we move to the following rule, which is game win percentage. Now, to be clear, that's total game win percentage. Whoever's the higher percentage will advance. If and only if they are 1-1 versus each other and have identical game win percentage, will they play a tiebreaker game? For more on those conditions, check out our official rules on lolesports.com. Now, before we have to worry about those tiebreaker scenarios, we of course have 3 playoff spots left to be decided.
Yeah. And only CLG, Immortals, Team Dignitas, and FlyQuest. So somebody is going to be left out of the loop there. They're all practicing for those 3 spots.
4 teams, 3 spots. One of those teams, Team Dignitas, is up tonight against Cloud9, who's also looking towards securing their first round bye.
Exactly, and that one's interesting because while Cloud9 are higher seeded, they've had kind of different trajectories here. Cloud9 recently going pretty poor performances. They were 4-4. Most recently, where it started out 8-0, spectacular for them. Whereas Team Dignitas had a very rough start and have recently been on an upward trajectory, 2-6 in their last 4 weeks versus a 6-2. Meanwhile, we're gonna have to look at, of course, the mid laners for these two guys for me, because that's one of the specific things that I want to draw out in this matchup. Jensen's play has kind of mirrored the trajectory of Cloud9 in the last few series. He's actually had some underperformances, and we'll see if he is able to come back because Keen, who he's going to be playing against, has been just on point. The team is funneling more resources into Keen, and he's doing very good things with those resources.
Right, the players' journeys themselves between Jensen and Keen kind of mirror that of the team. Where Jensen's struggling, so is Cloud9. Keen now doing much better. Hey, Dignitas is on a run. After that, of course, we've got Moon and Acadian looking to back up their trash talk as FlyQuest face Echo Fox.
Yep, these are 2 of the most hyped up North American homegrown talent jungle, from the beginning of the season. They both started out great. Echo Fox, Acadian's getting first blood every game, and then FlyQuest won most of their games in the beginning of the season.
Yep.
However, recently they've both come on hard times, and they really want to, prove themselves once again, make a resurgence, finish strong here at the end of the season. Plus, they spiced it up with a little trash talk on Twitter, or a lot of trash talk. They went back and forth for like an hour, I think, on Twitter.
A little is an understatement. There's a flurry of tweets that you can find out there leading up to this game, but overall, they ended it with kissy faces or whatever. So, good attitudes coming into the series today. But ladies and gentlemen, that's enough out of Kobe and I. Time to get into the game. So let's hand it off to the casters to bring us into the matches.